I never expected Murmur to be this far out of the city.
I hoped you might pass this way. The Stirk Fellowship has been puzzling over the mysterious message from Vanus Galerion. Gabriel Benelay believes you can help.
What about Vanus Galerion's message?
The Archmage is a prisoner of the Worm Cult, but somehow he used his staff to send a projection to Gabriel Benelay. She believes he may have vital information for us.
What did you need us to do?
Gabrielle hopes to re-establish contact with the Archmage, but she fears it may not be easy to do so. She could use your assistance, champion. She's waiting at Vinutilmo Palace. Can you help?
Very well, we'll go talk to Gabriel Benedel. You hear that, Isabel? We've got some work to do today. Here she is. What did you need?
Comrade, were you successful?
I've been wondering why Vanus Galerion's staff is pulling me here and there around Solstice. Now that Vanus managed to send a message, I finally know why. I think he's on the other side of the Writhing Wall.
You think Vanus is on Solstice? I thought they took him to Cold Harbor.
That's what we thought. But Vanus mentioned a thin spot in the wall at Li-Xal Pass. If the wall impedes his ability to communicate with us, that must be because he's on the other side of it.
What do you want to do then?
Take the staff to Li-Xal Pass and re-establish contact with Vanus. He may need our help, or we may need his. I think he wanted to warn us about something Wormblood is planning. We need to find out what that is and stop it. Will you go with me?
I'll go with you to contact Vanus Galerion and stop Wormblood's plan.
Regent Corinway said Li-Xal Pass is located in the mountains north of Sunport. Meet me there. The sooner we can speak to Vanus again, the better. We'll leave Prince Azah and the others to figure out which shrine Wormblood is interested in.
Why is Vanus Galerion so important?
Vanus Galerion is an archmage, and the longtime foe of Mannimarco and the Worm Cult. In fact, Vanus founded the Mages Guild specifically to combat the rising influence of dark necromancers in Tamriel.
Vanus founded the Mages Guild?
Oh, it was centuries ago, long before my time. But what's a few centuries to a high elf archmage? Back in those days, Vanus and Mannimarco were friends of a sort, then rivals. They studied together in the Sigic Order until their falling out.
What happened?
As I understand it, Vanus caught Mannimarco practicing forbidden magic. The Sigics allowed Mannimarco to leave without taking any steps to stop him. So, Vanus left as well. He founded the Mages Guild to do what the Sigics would not.
Okay, well it's good there's somebody out there trying to clean up Mannimarco's mess again. Take a good look at that, Isabel. We've got to take that wall down somehow. Anyway, let's head to the pass. Oh, it's below us. Probably help to go in the right direction. Well, we better hop off our horses here. And inside.
It's all uphill from here. We're too close to the Writhing Wall for a portal, but I brought grapple bows just in case.
I hope you asked the Dragon Guard if you could borrow those grapple bows.
Not much of a pass, is it? If I'm not mistaken, this cave leads to a path through the mountains. More of a goat track, really. Be ready for some climbing. We'll probably have to do this the hard way. Grapple bows.
Grapple bows?
Never used one? They're fun. Since the Writhing Wall interferes with portal magic and we're going to get very close, I won't be able to use spells. So I brought the bows to help us climb. I hope we won't have to use them, but here you go.
I know how to use a grapple bow. Used them in the past. How will you know when you can contact Vanus Galerion?
I hope Vanus will take care of that for us. If we reach a spot where the Writhing Wall is thin enough, he'll find us. All we have to do is keep going up, and deal with any worm cult patrols in our path.
That sounds simple enough. Oh, this poor Argonian here. How long has he been lying down there? A lizard bear. You see, Isabel, I accidentally discovered this a little while ago.
You don't want to do this! Your guidance has made me a better knight. Clearly the worm cult is here, and having some trouble with the local wildlife.
That makes our day easier if they're having trouble with the wildlife. Look at that, another lizard bear. I think I'll leave him there. Oh, hack wings.
Cliffs ahead. See that post above the red flowers? It would be a good place to use a grapple bow.
Oh, that looks like a big guy. He just easily took them out. See if we can just get above him. I'm not going to bother fighting him. It'd be a waste of time. Anyway, those lizard bears, I kind of had no choice there, Isabel. They were in the way. Let's go this way around these two. Can we climb up here? Of course not, so we've got to find another way around. It would have to be somewhere. Maybe up on this ledge. We're going to go backwards a bit. I think this might be a bad time to tell you, Isabel. I'm not that good at directions. What's that up there? Maybe I should have just used the grapple point. What do we got? Just some housing stuff there, furniture. Looks like we're going this way. It's quite a decent climb. Look at that worm cultist. Get rid of them. Get them out of my way. He's protected by the wall. Not the writhing wall, mind you. The wall of this cave. Let's get around these two here. Seems to be some sort of cart.
This looks like a promising spot. Be ready.
Finally, we must speak swiftly. I have little time. Gabrielle, help maintain our connection.
Well, this does look a little weak in this spot.
I'll maintain the connection as long as I can.
They're holding it together with chains.
Good. I hoped you or Gabrielle had my stuff, but I couldn't tell if you got my previous messages. I haven't quite escaped yet, but we must be swift. The permanence of the wall fluctuates and I can be cut off at any moment. Where are you now?
We're in Solstice, on the west side of the writhing wall. Where are you being held?
I'm in Solstice as well, on the other side of the writhing wall from you. The worm cult brought me here from Cold Harbor, and they brought Cold Harbor here as well. Wormblood is attempting a new plane meld, in reverse.
What do you mean by reverse?
Like Molag Ball's dark anchors, but in reverse. Instead of dragging our world into Cold Harbor, he's bringing Cold Harbor into Nuremberg. The eastern side of Solstice is already changing.
How can we get to you?
You can't. Not while the wall still stands. I have some help in here, but my ally convinced me it's impossible for now. The writhing wall is an insuperable barrier, thin spots such as Li-Xal notwithstanding. I need you to...
Vanus?
Father, I see what Vanus meant by permanence. The thickness of the wall fluctuates. We need to find another weak point.
Well, it looks like we're going on a little deeper into these caves here.
This is proving to be as difficult as I feared. Let's continue up the path. I sense another thin point in the writhing wall farther ahead.
Okay, further on we go. Watch out for that Banekin. Oh, we'll just get rid of him.
I'm with you, my friend.
Oh, there's a zombie here too. That was an unpleasant surprise. I'll walk too close to these ones. Oh, now he's got a second guy there. That would have been... Oh, I'm stuck on a rock. What do we got here? Looks like another Titan there.
More cliffs. Look for grappling points to traverse these ruins.
Right there. See you, big idiot. Where's our next grapple point? All the way up there. Oh, that's the wrong grapple point. I wonder what this would have been like when the Agonians were actually living here quite a lot before it got ruined. Look, another point. He's dead, that's good. Spider. Oh look, more spiders. I see you up there. Trying to trick me into walking under you. That's gross. Why would you even eat a spider? What kind of nutrients would you get out of that anyway?
Vanus is right about Cold Harbor. I can see elements of that foul place all around us. Here. The wall is thin here.
I'm here. Quickly, there is more I must tell you.
He's got more for us.
Curse the luck. I sense that the writhing wall fluctuates at random, but I assumed we'd have more time. Thin points appear and disappear without warning. How far has the Wormcult's reverse plane melt progressed on your side of the wall?
We noticed elements of Cold Harbor near the wall, and there are Daedra, but nothing beyond that.
Daedra? That's worrisome, but not unexpected. If you aren't surrounded by lakes of azure plasm or looking up at floating islands of rock, then things haven't gone too far yet. We still have a little time to stop the Wormcult.
Why is the Wormcult creating a reverse plane melt?
I'm not sure yet, but an army of necromancers and Daedra is massing in eastern Solstice. Clever of Wormblood, really. If he gathered his forces anywhere in Tamriel, we would have noticed. But a cursed island in the writhing wall blinded us.
Is there a way to get through the writhing wall?
Unlikely. Wormblood controls a terrible source of power on my side. Something that consumes souls. The Wormcult Soul Reapers feed this thing. In turn, it empowers the writhing wall. Great effort. But to what?
Wait, what else do we need to know?
Cut off again! We must find another place where we can speak with Vanus. I will not lose Vanus a third time. Let's keep going up. There must be another thin spot in the wall he can exploit.
Well, let's keep looking then. There's soul shrivens here. Starting to remind me more and more like Cold Harbor.
Get back, thieves!
Oh, he was pretty close there. There's a couple of... the Ogrim or the Behemoth. What one? Soul Shriven Behemoth. Never encountered that before. Oh, he's so huge he's in the way. At least I don't have to fight that spider. Now where else do we go up here? Up here. Let's try that. Any further points? No, we're going backwards. Maybe out this window. Ah, there we go. This looks like the right way. I thought that was a doorway. My mistake. There must be a further grapple point up there. And there must be at least one more, because this also is a dead end. Here we go, guys. Let's go round that spider. Go through the door. We got just a couple of hatcoins.
Up the steps. Another weak point.
Let's go up the stairs and see what she was talking about. I do wonder why that grapple point's down there though.
Hurry, friend. My captors have finally figured out I'm up to something in here. Listen closely. Wormblood seeks a relic called the Gift of Death. My source tells me it's hidden in a place called Vosgah Shrine. He must not acquire it.
We've heard mention of the Gift of Death. Tell me more about Vosgah Shrine.
It's part of a Tibahatse court, sacred to Sithis. My ally here tells me it's in the hills southwest of Sunport. The Solstice Argonians used to play a ritual game there. A bloody one. As for why Wormblood wants the Gift of Death, I'm not sure.
The worm cult has Manamarco's corpse. We think the Gift of Death is connected.
The worm cult brought Manamarco here. Now that explains much. Wormblood must believe this Gift of Death can resurrect his old master. It's up to you then. Stop Wormblood from obtaining the relic. If he... Damn it. Here come my captors.
What is it, Vanus?
I lost Vanus. We were lucky to learn as much as we did, but we know what we must do. Let's talk, friend.
Alright.
I hope Vanus is alright. I don't like the way that last conversation ended. For that matter, I don't like what he told us. The worm cult gathering strength behind the writhing wall, and a new plane meld? That's terrible.
Is Wormblood so powerful he can start a plane meld?
I don't think so. Vanus mentioned a source of power. Still, we had to invade Cold Harbor to stop the plane meld before. Good people lost. Dead. I've missed Dear Darien ever since. Now Wormblood is bringing it back? And Manamarco too?
Wormblood still needs the Gift of Death for something though.
You're right, of course. We don't know if Wormblood is close to his goal. So you'd better head to the Tibahatse Shrine. Find the Gift of Death before he gets there. Or at least delay him. I'll return to Sunport and warn the Fellowship.
Very well. I'll go find the shrine.
Good luck at Vosgah Shrine. I'll make sure Princess Ah sends help just in case you run into Wormblood too. It hardly seems fair. So many gave so much to stop the worm cult last time. Like Darien. Now they're back. So what did Darien die for?
I miss Darien too.
Memory's a bittersweet thing. When I think of Darien's smile, his laugh, I can't help but remember what it felt like to be with him, how I felt about him. And that makes me miss him even more.
How you felt about him?
I suppose I can admit it. Darien was more than a friend. It started as a game. I pretended I was scandalized by his endless flirting. He pretended he wasn't serious. I wish I had said something about how I really felt. But I think he knew.
Alright, come on Isabel, let's go find that shrine. Now that Gabrielle's had us travel halfway across Solstice here. Looks like this is the shrine. Not too far from the coast. So I can't complain about the view there. Looks like Raz is already here.
5 Claw, over here.
Never expected him to be down here.
Raz poked around several old Argonian ruins before returning to Sunport empty-handed. He never thought to visit an ancient ball court until Gabrielle showed up and sent him here. With great urgency, one might add. Imagine his surprise.
Have you noticed anything unusual since you got here?
If you consider High Necromancer Wormblood to be unusual, then yes. He arrived just before you, and he brought friends. They entered the old ball court just ahead. Raz wondered if they came to play a game, but no one invited him to join in.
Well, we'll just have to invite ourselves then.
But it would be so rude to show up without an invitation, Five Claw. Think of all the worm cultists we would have to apologize to. With our blades. What exactly is Wormblood looking for again?
A relic called the Gift of Death. Vanus Galerion told us it's hidden in here.
If Wormblood is here, Vanus must have a knowledgeable source indeed. This one heard Wormblood tell his minions to seek the Ball Court's ritual altar to the north. Time for Five Claw and the Queen's Eye to save the day, yes?
Alright, Raz. Let's go and invite ourselves into the game then. I hear something growling. Must be some sort
Look
of
at the seating
dog
tiers,
from Cold
the
Harbor.
carvings. Raz had no idea Tibahatse was so important.
Why do I feel like the Tibahatse was the head of the enemy? Don't go near that zombie, you might get infected. Oh, of course. Who put the shackle tight in here? Isabel likes us slaying Daedra.
Aha! Look, Five Claw. Wormblood is here. This is our chance.
Alright, Raz, let's take our Wormblood. You won't see this arrow coming.
Oh, fellowship fools.
Did he have to turn around? Never mind, it'll do the job. Right to the chest. And of course he runs away.
Faithful of the Black Worm, destroy these interlopers.
Look at all these necromancers around here.
I killed them already.
Come on, Wormblood.
Even business can serve me in death.
Oh, he's all the way up there.
I have a better use for these.
And now he shields himself? Oh, he moved out of my area.
Quick, Five Claw, hide behind the pillar.
I almost got there. That's it. Block his attack.
You are a more worthy opponent than I expected.
Might not want to stand there, Raz.
Fought well.
I barely did anything. Does Boneflayers just die? He calls himself a master of necromancy?
I reclaim my power from these flimsy vessels.
Well, they definitely didn't help you in this fight.
I will consume your soul.
Take cover, Five Claw.
Behind the pillars. Isabel, get behind the pillar next time.
Another dead bird. You begin to bore us, Wormpisser.
Quiet! My horde and my followers will tear you limb from limb.
It's almost like it's a group event here.
Fools! Death cannot stop me.
At last.
There we go.
Take the relic, Five Claw, and let us be on
Oh,
our
we
way.
got a lead.
Raz does not like the feel of this place.
Hey, Raz.
This one expected Wormblood to be more resilient. Still, a victory is a victory. We should take the relic and go before more worm cultists arrive.
That's a good plan. We should probably grab this. It's a stone coffer. An hourglass. A relic composed of a pale crystal suspended in an iron frame.
Dark moons. He's coming back to life. It is foolish to fight a foe who cannot die. Destroy the columns. Bring down the shrine. Raz will pin Wormblood to the floor.
Okay, Raz, when you're done doing that, just meet us back at Sunport. As soon as I figure out how to smash these pillars. Weakened column break.
Five Claw! Get the gift of death back to Sunport!
The one
Raz
time,
will be fine.
the one time playing as an orc would probably be useful, but I've got the strength of one here anyway. Try not to hurt him too badly, Raz. Right, Isabel. I thought Raz would have made it back. Appears he hasn't. Hey, Prince Azar.
Gabrielle recounted what you learned from Vanus Galerion. Dire tidings indeed. Was he right about the sacred tea? Was Wormblood there? Did you find the gift of death?
It was the right place. We've got the gift of death.
Excellent news, I think. We still don't know exactly why the Worm Cult needs the gift of death to restore Manamarco, if that is indeed their intention, but at least the Worm Cult doesn't have it. What happened with Wormblood?
We killed Wormblood, but he brought himself back to life.
Immediate resurrection? What kind of power is he able to call upon? Only legendary necromancers or a few fated heroes can do that. If Wormblood can't die, how did you and Razumdar defeat him?
Raz helped me trap Wormblood under rubble. I got out with the gift of death.
You did well to keep the gift of death from Wormblood. Better yet, you found a way to speak with Vanus Galerion. Knowledge is a mighty weapon in this war of secrets. Now we know what awaits us behind the Writhing Wall. I thank you, comrade.
Raz is here.
The Fellowship faces difficult decisions. Let us talk, comrade.
Behind the stars.
Raz, you survived that? Of course he survived that.
Defeating Wormblood may be difficult if he won't stay dead. Speak with Prince Azar, Five Claw. Perhaps he has a clever plan. Actually, Raz would accept a plan of any kind at this point.